Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's video where it's freezing out and there's still snow everywhere. I'm on my way to take the Charger over here for an oil change. It hasn't been started in a while, so we're gonna go ahead and get that started, get that to Dodge for an oil change. And we're going to talk about the 2018 Mustang GT, more in particular the new release quarter mile time, 11-second car, guys. All right, let's get this thing started, shall we? Now that I got that started, let's get the Mustang started, because it's the only way I'm going to get this car out of here, right? Welcome to today's video, guys. So like I mentioned earlier, I want to talk about the 2018 Mustang GT, in particular the quarter mile time. It's officially ran at 11.8 at 119 miles, well actually 119.5 miles an hour, almost 120 miles an hour from a factory Mustang GT. Now, if you're kind of young and new to the car scene, you know, that number might not have the same effect on you as, say, someone like myself that's been into it for a while. You know, I think about my Mustang GT, which was the last body, the S197, powered by the 3-valve engine. I think about that factory stock time, like a 13, you know, mid-low 13, and what I had to do to my car to make it an 11-second car, and I didn't even run the 11s, but I did, on average, trap 118, 119, which is what about this Mustang traps. So, you know, that took a turbo, you know, 8-10 pounds of boost, drag radials, and now look at this car, you know, bone stock, you know, street tires, and you know, it's hard not to talk about it and not talk about, you know, the big changing factor, which, believe it or not, the 5.0 Coyote engine is an engine that was carried over from, you know, the last body style, the S197. Fantastic engine, but the big difference here is the 10-speed. And trust me, there's a major difference from, you know, a manual transmission car to these new autos. I went from a 5-speed and upgraded to a 6-speed to this 8-speed Charger, and it's just night and day at the track, the kind of 60-foot times that I pull. Just in case you're unfamiliar with quarter mile or drag racing, it's really all about your 60-foot, which just kind of measures literally how fast your car gets to 60 feet, which just pretty much gives you an idea of the kind of traction you're getting. So I don't actually know, I'll probably put it up on the screen somewhere what the 60-foot was. I'm assuming, you know, it's a 1.8, 1.7, something like that, which is really impressive for a stock car, but it's just easy anymore with these autos. You know, my Charger cuts a 1.8 all day long, pretty simply. So to kind of get back to where I'm going with this, this is a big deal, because if you think about back when, like with my Mustang, or 10 years ago, like 2007, you know, you had the GT500s, you had Z06s, you had all these cars that were, you know, pretty damn expensive. Well, actually had a lot of value too, but besides the point, the point that I'm making is you had to get a pretty fast car to go ahead and run those times. So 11, you know, the GT500, that didn't run 11 back in 2007. It just came out. It took the whole car scene by storm with 500 horsepower, which isn't that far off what this new car's doing. And it ran, you know, 12s, which was a big deal. You know, the right tire, the right driver, I probably could have ran it in the 11s. I don't think that would have been that challenging. I know the C6 Z06, that's, you know, $80,000 car back then, it weighed like 3,100 pounds. That was capable of running the 11s. I doubt the average driver did it. You got to keep that in mind, guys. If you're like just your Motor Trend reader and you haven't really been to the track, it's not that easy to duplicate these times. Matter of fact, you know, when people says the cars, you know, will run 11s or run this, they typically don't when it comes to manual transmission. Now with this Mustang, you better believe just the average person that's been to a track or even some practice will run 11s in this car. You know, that's the beauty of these autos, especially with launch control or whatever they have now. You know, anybody who would get in this Mustang, run 11.8s, you know, probably needs to be in good weather, good climate, good air, and all that other crap, but run 11s on pump gas, go home, I mean, with a warranty. So, I mean, that's, you know, it's a big deal when a production car is running a certain time. You know, you can get into the Demon, the Hellcats, the GT500s, because you could build your car to run those kind of times, but there's so many variables you're not taking into consideration. The value of the car, the reliability of the car. It's a big deal in a production car that comes with a warranty that's being produced by a major manufacturer, runs a certain time. And let's not get into, you know, what the car will probably do with some bolt-ons. But that'd be pretty damn impressive. So, you know, I'm not really going to get into the new Mustang in general. This video is more about just the fact that it runs 11s. That's pretty impressive. I think I did see it in the New York Auto Show when I went. I know it has like a very controversial front end, but the car is night and day. It's really come a long way since my 3-valve Mustang with the S197. I know with the handling package and all this other upgrades, it's really a Shelby 350 without that awesome engine, which is a big factor. But you know, still, it's quite impressive to say the least. So, you know, that's why I want to touch base once again about how impressive it is to run 11s. You know, even right now, there's not not every car out there runs 11s right now. So it's a pretty big deal. So hats off to Ford, and you know, they're really taking this thing seriously, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Oh, keep in mind, guys, that this 10-speed is shared with Chevy. So this is the same 10-speed you can find in the ZL1 Camaro and the Ford Raptor. So these transmissions are really definitely changing the game. Alright guys, I'm ending my video here. I'm at Dodge for the oil change. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, obviously hit that like button. If you haven't figured it out by now, that's a big deal for the YouTubers. So please, please, please smash that button. If you want to see more videos like that, or more videos on my Charger or my Supra, or now my Mustang's back up and running, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
If I'm feeling squirrely, I'll even put it up on Instagram. Alright, so you've got Pat Volpe in the Mustang Tower side, and the Porsche 911 Turbo, Igor Korolin. Right side of the USA Auto Supply lanes. Let's see how they do here. With a 5.